I do. Right, bit of progress. Got all the bits cut out. Turns out I've actually made them a bit wider than they need to be. So if I just size up, yeah, these somehow seem to be difficult to pick up. So they're going to fit on like that. I just need that little bit welded on the end. I'm probably going to do it that way. Yeah, I was a bit late getting started today. One of my neighbours, who's decided to be the back lane monitor, came and twisted at us, complaining that me cockerels were saying cock-a-doodle-doo. So yeah, I told them that I told them to be quiet, but they wouldn't listen. He complained a while ago that they were going out into the back lane and chewing up some of his plants. I said I told them off, but again they wouldn't listen, so tit. Right, spend a little bit of time on there. Got a nice edge on that one now. The other one's around somewhere. That's got a decent edge on it now as well. So right, today's job is get them all welded on each face, and then hopefully I can get that done before you know, the whinger appears. It's normally like vagina o'clock when he turns up, minges on a bit, and then acts like a fanny, and just while he's standing there, I think, you know, I think Steven Spielberg's making another Jurassic Park movie. He'd be perfect in the role of the Vagosaurus, the complete cocksocket. Right, let's get some graft done before he starts whinging. Another thing he said, actually, a couple of months back, he complained. He says, "Oh, somebody's been filling in the potholes in the back lane, and they've been using stones." I thought, hey, I think the sky fell down that day. Right. Prick. Right, let's crack on. Right, first bit welded. Mostly tidy weld. Went a bit short there, so I just stuck an extra bleb on going around the corner. I did get decent welds all the way around with the odd little, so I've got like sort of, well, 90% successful welds with the occasional arse up, so that's pretty much done. I've put that bit in the middle first because if that's going to take a lot of the impact, I wanted that welded on the most. So if I get, just needs tidying in a little bit, so I've got that bit to go in there. I just need to dress the edge a little bit more, and then the little bit to go on there, and then once I've done like a couple of runs to get plenty weld on, then I'll just dress it back, tidy it up, and then that should be a decent enough hard face to hit something with. Preferably not me neighbour, so I hope I'll get started again before the vagina monologues start. See, some blokes when they retire, they get old and then they turn into women, and that's why he's minging on, because I think he's due his period. So yeah, and I think it's just hot air blowing out of that hole in his mangina, but you know, if that's all he's got to twist about in life, then it's maybe not so bad being retired, or a retard like a mongoloid. Right, next bit. Stop twisting. Right, a little bit more. There, look, I can do some tidy welds. And there, hey, do some shit ones as well, but make the most of the tidy ones. So that's that side welded on, all 3 bits. I'm going to go around and do sort of like a tidy up border weld just to extra make sure that the weld doesn't fall off, because welds are known for doing that. My welds are anyway. So I'm going to start on the other face, and that's that. Yeah. Right, next bit. So another 90% weld. Was lovely all the way along, and then I didn't quite get it there, so I've just ran another little bead, so I've made up well. And I've done another 90% bead there, so I've took a big snot on there just in case you missed it. So yeah, I'm getting consistently better at me 90% welds. So yeah, 100% is just for clever shites with no mates anyway. So right, a bit more progress. Well, there's another 95% weld. Sort of missed off a little bit, so I put an extra snot on there. So for the top bit, I've done just a straight bead and then a bit of a side to side one. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, that almost looks like I know what I'm doing. Right. Well, kills is, but you know, it's been a trusty brush for a while. Oh, let's see if I can put this there. Come on, focus. Yep. That's a decent weld. Apart from that bit. But there you go, good weld all around. So yeah, a sad day for Darren the brush. It's been in the family for generations. So sadly I have to let him go. But luckily we have son of Darren, Brush Jr. There'll never be another brush like Darren, but Darren Jr. I'm wanting to get 5 years out of this one. Right, a bit more weldy, less talky bollocksy. Right, he has been a weaver. Oh! There you go, there's a 95%. Oh, actually, no, hang on. Let's get some of Darren. It was a tiny bit wonky. That's because I adjusted my hand position, because it was my right hand was on fire. It's starting to look like I know what I'm doing. Yeah, only been out of action for 2 years. That's my excuse for all my previous crap welds. But, getting there. Right, that on. I'm getting cocky now, so I'll probably arse up the next weld. Right, that's both faces welded up, I think. So I went round, put some extra weld on just to be sure. There's a couple of little tiny little voids there which I've filled in. Just done an extra run along there just to help it blend in. So I've done some pretty welds, some ugly welds, and some pretty ugly welds. So I'm just going to grind this one side down, see what it looks like. Right, a few little scabby bits here and there, but it's not like the finishy off bit, but yeah, that's a lot better. So let's get stuck into the next one, which looks fairly ugly now in comparison. So, right, let's go and get some more tendonitis in my elbow off using a grinder for ages. Right then, there's both sides mostly ground down. Let's see if I can get it up without killing myself. So that's mostly alright, and that's a bit more gnarly, needing a few more finishing touches. I'm going to go with the whole lot again to do like finishing touches, but that's hot. So that's basically done. Might be a few little crappy bits I just need to touch up again. The next job is to do that pain in the arse bit. Get the bits cut down to size and peened over. Then make it pretty. So steady now. So that's enough graft for the day, I think. I've recorded all the grinder noises, so I'm going to put them on a loudspeaker outside my neighbour's house at 7 o'clock in the morning, just because. Right, tea time. I'll have another crack tomorrow.